What if we really are creating our reality? And what we create is what we focus on and what we think about. And I was thinking about that today about like when we search on Google, for example, or do a search on the internet, if we're searching for dogs, then we're not going to find information on cats. And so that's kind of how I think about it when I think about creating my own reality is if I want, so often we get caught up in the challenge or the problem that we have in front of us. But that's not what we want to create, but we're giving energy to it. We are searching for that. And so what if instead we could search cats if we wanted cats and focus on what we want to have happen instead? So instead of this problem, this person, all of this, it's, I would like to feel peace. I would like to feel secure. I would like to feel happiness and joy. And so we don't find happiness and joy by focusing on anger and frustration and limitations. And so it's this subtle shift of how do we start to just invite the mind when it goes to those places of the other person or the situation or the problem or the condition, and instead just say, thank you so much for the joy that I have in my life. Thank you for all the peace that I have in my life. And when we just say that to ourselves, it takes the focus off of what's happening and it brings us for a moment into what we want to create. And then we start seeing more options of that. Have you ever heard about that phenomenon about how if you're angry, when you go out in the world, you'll see people fighting, you'll see tension, right? But if you're in love and you're feeling happy, you see people kissing, you see people hugging. All that is happening simultaneously at all times. But how we show up is what we focus on and what we notice. So what are you noticing in your life that you don't want anymore? And how can you shift your mindset and focus on what you do want to see in the world and show up for you in the world? And sometimes that just needs a software update in our body and mind. And so if you find that maybe you're running off of old patterns and you're creating and bringing into your life and noticing what you don't want in the world, call me and let's do a discovery call and talk about what you want to create in your world and how to make steps towards building that nervous system, that mindset, so that you can start seeing what you want that's already there. But so you can start seeing it show up for you, and then you can be in a space to receive it. So I'm cheering you on. Life is beautiful. I hope it's beautiful for you, and I would love to connect.